Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm here with the very first place deck profile at 501 Locals. What is your name and what did you play?
I'm Kevin, and I played the Gren Maju Stoneboard Castle play.
Alrighty, so let's get into the spice.
All right. First off, my boss monster kinda is the Gren Maju Dazeri. Three of them. Dessert. And basically, I'll play the Eater of Millions, banish my whole extra deck, and then his attack will make this one go up to 6,000.
Okay.
And then as a bounce, if that doesn't go through, I got the Hextrudes with the Castle of Stromberg.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. So this card is just cracked on all cylinders.
Basically, this gets this out, and then destruction occurs after that.
Sweet.
And basically, 10 of my cards got to be banished, so this is my pullback on that, so that way I can get everything back in the deck and kind of save myself.
Okay.
This is the if I have Gizmek in the deck, what it will do is it'll send it to the grave, and then I can just pop it right off the bat from there.
So Gizmek, best card.
Yeah, pretty good. It's got me out of a lot of things. It helped me win the last duel. This card came in handy so much in my last few games. People just don't expect it. I'd say run one or, anyways. Got that. That's pretty much like I gauge my opponent. After that, I'll side it out and put something else better or worse. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, Dimension Shifter just kind of shuts down almost everything in the meta right now.
And if they can get around it, I'll take it out and then I'll put something else in. It's just my gauger.
Okay.
Terraforming to grab the field spell, the castle.
Sure. Play 4 copies of it.
How many?
When you play Terraforming, now I'm going joke because you play 4 copies of the field spell.
Well, technically 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It works for you.
After that, we play the expensive Pot of Extravagance.
Okay.
To usually, just try and banish and get some, which is also a benefit for Gren Maju, and so is that.
Okay.
And then this is one of the cards that I choose to side deck out usually, just because it limits my special plays, but Gren doesn't need special, so it works. Alert of Darkness, since they said it's at 3, sometimes it just works out so handily. One of my favorite plays to do is the Eater of Millions, and then we'll Eater of Millions the whole extra deck, and then we'll Regeki and Feather Duster, so Gren Maju can usually be lethal.
Okay.
Twin Twisters, that's just, your standard get rid of cards.
Yep.
Scapegoat saved me a couple duels, and then a whole bunch of just say no.
Okay. So the free judgments, a 1 warning and a 1 strike. So how did you feel about the 1 warning, 1 strike versus playing two of one or the other?
Well, the reason why I choose just 1 strike is because, with this you can always pay half, but this, sometimes you're getting down to 15, and then that's why in my side deck I'll side in Called by the Grave and Gravedigger's Trap Hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just kind of like give you a fundamental here what you want to side out going game 2 and 3.
Yeah. Like and then whatever, if they're playing too much for me, I'll put these in since these don't take my life points away.
Right.
Because in game 3, it's usually about time.
Okay. So is that 40 cards clean in the main?
That's the main, and that was the start of my extra. Do I go into the side now?
That's just up to you. You can go into the main or you can go into your extra.
I'll go to the side. That's if I'm dueling against Lynx, someone playing heavy monster combos.
Okay.
Stops searches.
Sure.
Guys, I'm playing a dark deck. Whenever I feel, that life points don't matter, I pay that, but I won't usually play it in the last game just because I don't know.
Losing time.
Yeah, losing time.
I respect that.
Pot of Prosperity, whenever I learn how to use it the correct way. 2 Storming Mirror Forces.
Sure.
This can actually make my Necroface go into an infinite loop.
Okay.
And if I feel like time's not an issue, I'll play that style sometimes. Upstart, and then another Gizmek.
Okay, so very interesting.
And then for my extra deck, we go with the 3 Link Spiders for the Scapegoat.
Sure.
Because what I can do is I can link them away. Well, what I'll usually do is I play Extravagance, so 1 might go away, but I'll get the IP Masquerena, take these 4 off the field.
Okay.
And then we'll get the Boral Sword that can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects.
Okay, so 5 head right there. Then it can also attack twice, so that can just be lethal on its own.
Yeah, and then this always gets people when they battle fade. I just take their monster afterwards.
Sure.
Yeah, it works. More Scapegoat stuff. These cards, it's just mostly in here for the Extravagance. That's I banish them. I'm not going to worry about it because I barely can play these. And then Zoroboros is always good in a banishment deck, in my opinion. That to protect, well, it doesn't actually work, but it's a good generic 2 monsters, and then that if I can ever actually get it off. And that's the deck I made.
All right, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, maybe to my cousin Matthew Wesley, and that's all I got.
All right, well, thank you for the deck profile, and y'all stay tuned for our next one.